Hello and welcome back to another week of family meal ideas. So I haven't done one of these for a couple of weeks and I've actually really missed doing it. I've just had some other videos to upload. We've had a couple of holiday vlogs and just different hauls and bits and pieces, but I have missed doing them because I know a lot of you really enjoy using these videos to get inspiration for your own meals. With that being said, I was thinking that I would like some feedback from you guys. I really appreciate every single one of you that takes the time to click on these videos, to watch them, to like, subscribe, comment, all those kind of things. But I also really value your feedback and your opinions and ideas. So if there's anything in particular you'd like to see on this channel, I'll be really grateful if you drop a comment down in the description box. I've got a few ideas because it is coming into autumn, which is one of my absolute favourite seasons. In fact, I think they're all pretty much my favourite season, but I really like autumn, but then I really like winter and Christmas, and I also really like summer. So yeah, I've got some ideas anyway. I am going to bring back some more book content. I just haven't had a chance to read any books. I was just wondering if there's anything in particular that you really are enjoying at the moment on my channel, or anything you would like to see, perhaps that I used to do, like the standalone cook with me videos for like one specific recipe, or a group of things like maybe breakfasts or slow cooker videos or air fryer videos or that kind of thing. Just if there's anything you're thinking, oh, I really wish you'd do that again, or maybe she should try that, then I would really love it if you'd let me know, because this channel is for your enjoyment and I don't want to put stuff up that you're not interested in seeing, and I just really appreciate you taking the time to let me know what it is you'd like to see. So I have got quite a few ideas of my own as well, which I'm looking forward to filming. It's definitely feeling very autumny today. Is autumny even a word? It's definitely feeling like that. The sun was out yesterday and it was beaming and it was beautiful, and today is just grey and overcast, but I'm kind of loving it. So definitely thinking some like cozy autumn themed videos. So I'll have to get my thinking cap on. Anyway, if you're still here, then let's go and have a look at some of the food that we've been eating recently. So for dinner tonight we have got sausages, mash and peas with gravy in a giant Yorkshire pudding, and Jake's going to have potatoes with his because he doesn't like mash, but yeah, I thought this was a really nice way to serve it. So this is what's for dinner tonight: sausage, mash, peas, gravy in a giant Yorkie. So I'm just starting tonight's dinner for Steve and we are going to have some salmon. I bought some ready cooked piri piri hot smoked salmon today, and we're going to have it with some roasted vegetables. So what I've got in is some peppers, and these tomatoes are from our neighbour's garden. Every year they grow loads of tomatoes. They're about 85 years old and they always give them to us. They shout over the fence, and lately she's taken to phoning up and saying could we come and collect them, because she doesn't want to leave her house too much. But yeah, they grow these and they absolutely love their garden, so they always like to feed our boys. So I've put them in the tray with some olive oil and some frozen chopped garlic, and I'm just going to roast these quite low and slow, and then we're going to serve it with some tomato and chilli couscous and some of the salmon. So here we are all plated up. We've got our peppers, our tomatoes, and then we've got our couscous and our piri piri salmon, and that's what we've got for our dinner tonight. And the dishwasher's really loud. So I've just started tonight's dinner and I'm going to do a Cajun chicken pasta. So I've got some of the Cajun chicken I bought in Sainsbury's in here. It was ready marinated. I've got some peppers, onions, mushrooms. I've also got one green chilli and some garlic. And I'm going to let this all cook down together. And then I've got some garlic and herb soft cheese in the fridge. And I'm going to cook some pasta. I'll probably add some more Cajun seasoning and maybe some, what else am I going to put in here? Smoked paprika maybe? I don't know if I want paprika. Maybe some more chilli powder because the chilli wasn't that spicy. And then we're going to kind of just make a creamy Cajun bake. So I've added some crushed chilli flakes, some smoked paprika, and some of this Cajun, focus? Some of this Cajun seasoning shaker. And then I've put some sun-dried tomatoes in as well. I'm just going to mix those through. And then I'm going to do my pasta and my cream cheese. And maybe a little tomato puree if it needs it. So we have ended up serving our chicken in wraps with some lettuce because we just didn't fancy pasta and we just felt like having a wrap instead. So we've just put some lettuce and a little bit of grated cheese, and we're going to have, well, Steve's going to have 2 of these, I'm going to have 1, and that's what we're going to have for dinner tonight. Just making some cauliflower cheese to go with our roast, and I'm just about to pop it in the oven, and I will show you the rest of the dinner as we plate it up. I've got some pork in the slow cooker. This has been cooking all day. It is a boneless pork shoulder joint. I've removed the fat. I've cooked it in a little bit of pork gravy. Got my roast potatoes. These are red potatoes, and I've left the skin on because I just generally couldn't bother to peel them. We're also having some carrots, and the cauliflower cheese is just crisping off, and then we're done. And I will show you all on the plate. Cauliflower cheese has browned up nicely. And I'm just about to pop this on as well. Here we are plated up. So I've just put the gravy out of the slow cooker on top of the carrots and potatoes, which is why there's sort of some slow cooked pork. We've got our cauliflower cheese and our pork and our potatoes and our carrots, and that is what we are having for our roast dinner. So I've just done some pizzas for dinner tonight. These are Tesco's finest. I think they are creamy Cajun chicken and chorizo, maybe. I'll put a little bit of extra kielbasa on top because it needed using up, and also some grated cheese because they didn't look very cheesy at all. And I'm just going to serve this with some Cajun seasoned fries. So I'm just about to start tonight's dinner, and I'm making a chicken and vegetables stir fry. So I've got some Pak Choy, which I've never cooked before actually, and I had to Google it because I just haven't ever used it. Apparently you can cook it just like this, or you can chop the leaves from the stems. I've just washed it. And you can chop the leaves from the stems and then cook the stems first and then add the leaves later. So I might do something along those lines. I've got some munch too. I've got some tender stem broccoli tips, an onion. I'm going to do some like carrot ribbons. And this is a chilli, obviously, but it's not very spicy. So I'm going to put this in now, and then when I've dished some up for Oscar, I'm going to add a bird's eye chilli as well because he doesn't want it too hot, so I'll add more spice at the end. I've got some udon noodles, some chicken breast which I've got to cut up, and then I've got some teriyaki sauce. I've also got some soy sauce and some ginger and those kind of seasonings. So I'm just kind of going to throw it all in a pan together, add some seasonings, and I'll show you as I go along. So I've got my veg in here apart from the leaves of the Pak Choy and some carrot ribbons. So I've got my munch too, my onions, my broccoli, and then I've got some soy sauce which I've put in there, and then I'm going to add these in a minute. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir fry my chicken in another pan because this one isn't big enough and it's all going to be disastrous. So I'm going to do that separately, and then I'll mix it together when it's all cooked down a little bit. So I've added in my chicken, I've put some garlic granules, I've added in my carrot strips and the rest of the Pak Choy, and I need a bigger wok for a family of 5 because I'm supposed to be able to get the noodles in here as well. But I will work that one out in a moment. I'll probably just, I don't know, take a little bit out and add a few more, but I definitely need a bigger pan, especially seeing as the teenagers eat like, well, teenage boys. So what I'm going to do now is add in some of my teriyaki seasoning, my teriyaki sauce, and then I'm going to pop in my noodles somehow. So here it is all ready, and it smells really, really good. I also added a little bit of, what's it called, hoisin sauce whilst I was cooking as well, and then I've taken a little bit out and added some more fresh green chilli to the rest of them. So yeah, this is what we've got for dinner tonight. So for dinner tonight we have got leftover pulled pork that I have added a tin of kidney beans, a tin of tomatoes and some fajita seasoning to. And then I've put it with some boiled rice. We've got some tortilla wraps and some cheese, and then we can just make our own kind of burritos. We've also got some salsa and some natural yogurt as well, so we can pop that in, and some lettuce. So that is what we've got for dinner tonight, just using up the other half of the pork that I made. And it looks really nice. So for dinner tonight we have got rigatoni pasta with bolognese and cheese, and some garlic bread that I've done in the air fryer. It's gone really nicely today actually. I did it for like 9 minutes and that seems about perfect on 180. And this is what's for dinner tonight. Obviously that whole garlic bread isn't for one person. We are going to be sharing it. So I'm just making my sauce for my chicken tikka masala. I marinated some chicken in some tandoori powder this morning. And then in here I've got some vegetable oil. I've got 2 teaspoons of ground paprika, 2 teaspoons of cumin. I've got a green, like bird's eye chilli, and about a clove of garlic. I'm just letting it all like cook together. And then I'm going to put a tin of tomatoes and a tin of coconut milk in here, and some salt and pepper. And then we're going to see where we go from there. And then I'll add the chicken to it and let it cook that way, rather than putting the chicken in first. That's just how I make my sauce, and it always turns out really, really nicely. So I've got my sauce here. I've just added some tomato puree, a little bit of lime juice, some salt and pepper, and then I've got my tomatoes, my coconut and everything in there. I'm now going to add my marinated chicken. It's not cooked, and you can grill this beforehand, but I've always added it into the sauce as it is, and it gives that kind of, what do you call it, it's almost like a blanched, like slow cooked flavour, rather than the sort of crispy fried chicken. It's like melt in the mouth, tender, fall apart chicken that way, rather than the slightly tougher sort of tandoori cooked chicken. So that's how I do it. So I'm going to add my chicken into my sauce. I'm going to let the sauce simmer on really, really low until that's completely cooked through, and then we're going to serve it with rice. So I've just added my chicken, and I'm going to, and as you can see, well, it's all the same colour because it's marinated in the same sort of seasonings. And I'm just going to, like I said, stir it through and just leave it now. I can pop a lid on it, leave it to simmer, and yeah, I'm going to cook some rice. It's going to be amazing. It smells so good. So we've got a proper kids dinner tonight, like a really easy oven tea, and I got these bits in the pound shop. So these were like chicken tempura nuggets, and the smileys were just smileys. They were both £2 for like a kilo or something, because pound shop isn't a pound shop anymore. The smiley faces obviously aren't McCain because they're absolutely tiny, and I feel like, even though it's chicken, I feel like this guy was supposed to be a Bernard Matthews turkey dinosaur. He really looks like one of the turkey dinosaurs, but it is chicken, so not sure if he fell into the wrong camp or whatever, but this is what the boys have got for dinner tonight. So that is it for this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you would like to stick around and see more. Don't forget to leave me a comment letting me know if there's anything in particular you would like to see me film, and make sure you come back really soon for another video. Take care, guys.